group, so we can go ahead and kick it off. We're excited to have everybody on today. This is a very exciting call because this is our very first webinar that we're doing for the UAE market.
Okay.
So everybody that you see on screen, this is Sakina. She is our manager of operations and events and is on the ground in the UAE. I'm Andrew Barris. I'm the director of business development for the UAE and India. And I want to take a minute to introduce our special guest speaker today, which is Nicole Moultrie. So Nicole has a lot of experience in doTERRA. She is passionate about supplements, about the nutraceuticals, about the oils, about every line of products that we have. So we're super excited and fortunate to hear from her because she not only has built a very strong foundation in the US market, but all over the globe. In fact, just in the last few months, I've seen her in India. We traveled to Dubai together. We went jumping over the sand dunes, as you know, with some of the leaders that were there. It was amazing. And she just connects with everybody that she's around and always leaves people feeling better than she finds them. So I just want to give her that introduction because we are super fortunate to hear from her. We are recording this call, so we'll send it out as soon as we get the cloud recording updated so that you can share it with any team members who might be in a time zone where they weren't able to watch this live. But this is a remarkable opportunity. So this is going to be a chance for us to deep dive into how the products can help us in every single aspect of our lives with our nutrition, digestion, sleep, you name it. So with that, we'll go ahead and turn the time over to Nicole Moultrie, who is a presidential diamond in doTERRA. Thank you, Nicole.
Aw, Andrew. Sometimes I feel like Andrew is my little brother. We worked together for so long, and not in the little brother sense that I know more than him, because he certainly is the champion in that regard. He is full of heart. He's full of drive. I don't believe that he sleeps. And I feel so privileged and honored to work with Saki and Wasan and Andrew. Andrew and I've worked together a lot in India. I can see a lot of our India team hopping on, and I am just honored. Like I said, I'm just thrilled to be here. If you all can give me a thumbs up in the chat or a thumbs down if there's any type of breaking up or questions. I love webinar style, but I also am like, I wish you could all unmute yourselves and we could talk. And I know we have a Q&A section. Okay, good. Oh, and I can see Mama Janelle. Thank you for the thumbs up. I'm traveling. And so you never know what's going to happen with Wi-Fi, right? So good to go, Kari. Let's get started. All right. I'm going to share my screen. One of my very favorite things, you're going to be surprised, but I promise. One of my very favorite things to talk about, I'm going to take my closed captioning off, is essential oils and the power of them, and doTERRA business and movement around the world. I've been doing this now for almost 12 years, 11 plus years. And when I say this, I mean, I've been educating people about the power of oils and the power that doTERRA is. And we're going to dive in today and go through simple things. The longer, again, like I say, I do this, the more I realize the power really is in the simplicity of educating people about the power of essential oils. So I'm going to start with this. Thank you for the wonderful introduction, Andrew. This is my fam bam. This is my crew. This is my squad. This is actually, these people are the reason why I started doTERRA. And one of the reasons I love about connecting with so many people around the globe is we're all so similar. We all really want what's best for our loved ones and those around us. And doTERRA really does provide and fill that need. And so for me, this may be some of you, I was looking for a little extra income. And I had a very persistent sister-in-law who told me that doTERRA would be amazing for me, introduced me to some essential oils. And what was also really interesting to me was the side. So I always have to give them a shout out because they are the reason why I'm here. Okay. All right. So if you have not seen this, this is exciting. We're going to cover a lot of ground today. We're going to cover a lot of information, but some of you might be familiar with this. This is doTERRA's Wellness Pyramid. And as we go through and we dive into our health and wellness, you will see this specifically. Excuse me, let me go back one. You will see this in doTERRA a lot. I want you to think about your health and wellness as building blocks. So if you have an unstable foundation, or you have heavier blocks on the top and you're not solid on the bottom, what happens with those building blocks? You know, little kids love to watch them topple and tumble, but we really want a strong foundation. And so what I love about this was established by our Dr. Hill, who is one of our founding executives, is this really gives us a platform and an understanding of what we want to work on priority-wise, and the supplements and the essential oils that fit within each of these categories. So this is really, really exciting. Okay, now I promise you, you're going to learn more. And if you have your essential oils with you right now, if you're driving, don't get them out, but I would love for you to get out any essential oils that you have with you. If you're brand new and this is your introduction, that's okay. We'll help you get those later. But if you've got peppermint, or you've got wild orange, or you've got some doTERRA product, go ahead and get it out. I would love to experience this as I go through it. So we're going to talk about 3 cool things about essential oils today, and I'm going to quiz you on it. All right, so get ready. The first cool thing about essential oils is that they're safe. If you've got peppermint right now, you can go ahead, twist off the cap, put a drop in your hand, rub it together, take a deep breath in. If we're all together in a classroom, this is what we would do together. You would feel immediately invigoration. You would feel energy. You would feel tingling. You would feel your airways opened. I love to do this with people because it's almost like a little bit of they're so powerful. They're so potent. Essential oils are just extracts from plants. They're from our stems, roots, rinds, leaves. They are in floral petals. They are incredible plant extracts that are about 50 to 70 times stronger than herbs. So it's the most potent, powerful part of the plant. doTERRA is different and special and unique in the fact that we have a certified pure tested grade. Now, I'm not going to take too much of a deep dive into what that certification means, other than you can rely heavily on that it's the best of the best. Okay. Another really cool thing about peppermint, if you've got it, and I'm envisioning you all using it, it's really powerful and effective in cooling the body. So if you are feeling hot or overheated, I can think of for young children, and I can think of for older women that feel a little bit hot from time to time. You can put a drop and rub it on the back of your neck to instantly cool the body. Okay. So if you want to type in the chat, what's the first cool thing about essential oils? I'm giving you really, really being generous with this quiz since the answer is right in front of you, but they are safe. Okay. Now, one of the things that I love about doTERRA over the years, it's moving up. And the things that I love to talk. Okay, we got some answers coming in. Good job. Thanks, Kari. Good girl. Anna, safe. I love it. Good job, Dominique. I've loved learning about how our essential oils are sourced and the impact that we have on our farmers and those who we partner with throughout the globe. So peppermint, this is really fun, makes me smile. I have a special place in my heart for India. Our peppermint, this is a peppermint harvester over in India. It's sourced in the USA and again in India. And these are some interesting facts of its potency, of why we source it from there. There's a consistently high rainfall that gives it that minty content. I love that I'm just going to read this right here. It says the plant material left over after distilling peppermint plants into essential oils is recycled to fuel the distillation boilers in India, and it helps keep the soils healthy in the USA. So doTERRA is not messing around with sustainability. You can be confident that every part is being utilized and maximized in our harvesting. So peppermint, if you've ever had an experience with peppermint, it is one you'll never forget. Okay. Number two, the second cool thing about essential oils is that they're effective. Now, do we have any, I love this, do we have any medical providers or experts on our panelists? I'm going through the list. I'm taking a peek at you today. If so, I keep skipping my slide. We're so happy you're here. I ask that, sorry guys, I ask that because what I'm going to say might sound simple or rudimentary to these experts. This is very basic biology, but the cool thing about essentials is that they're very effective in the way that they're able to permeate a cell wall. So I want you to think of this. You can see my fist right here. I want you to think of this as your cell. And around our cells, we have a cell membrane that things out. And when you use an essential oil, we're going to talk about the best ways to use them. It's able to permeate that cell membrane and have an effect on what is inside the cell and what is living outside of the cell, which is very exciting when you think about viral threats or bacterial threats or emotional threats. So the power of essential oils, I continue to be amazed by the ways that they can have a positive effect on our body, and not only our bodies physically, but mentally and emotionally as well. This is our protective blend. This is doTERRA's On Guard. This is one of, I think, everyone's favorite oils because it is so effective and it works so well. It is a blend of cinnamon and clove and eucalyptus and wild orange, and it is so powerful in supporting a healthy immune system. You can apply this topically, you can use this aromatically, you can actually take this internally. We're going to talk more about that. You can see it soothes an irritated throat. When my kids were a little bit younger, this is something that we would use every day, and they would say, "On guard," because we were kind of fighting any threats that we wanted to eliminate in our home. Okay. So, second cool thing about essential oils is that they are effective. All right. Wild orange, which is an oil inside of our blend, On Guard, is sourced from Greece and Brazil. I'm hearing again the stories of, family farmers that have been sourcing their beloved plant or whatever it is for over 150 years. They've been doing this forever. Oh, right here, wild orange, it says over 150 years. This is one of our harvesters from Brazil. I had the opportunity many years ago to go on a sourcing trip to Italy, and we met with farms that were sourced from citrus, specifically bergamot. And I'll never forget pride and the story that they tell of their bergamot farm. And this is one of the most beautiful things about doTERRA. Okay. So second cool thing is they are effective. Now, the third cool thing, last but not least, is that essential oils are really affordable. Now, global healthcare is a monster. It's a monstrous beast, and we spend over $9 trillion a year on global healthcare. And this is lavender. If you've got your lavender, go ahead and take the cap off. You can breathe it in. You can apply some topical. There's nothing like doTERRA lavender. This is actually a funny story. When I was first introduced to doTERRA, I think like a lot of us, we're used to synthetics being in our life. And I was used to that synthetic commercial scent of lavender. And so when I smelled doTERRA's lavender, I was like, this is not right. This lavender is different. This is not what I'm used to smelling synthetically. And I'll never forget that because it was such a shift for me. But when you break down the amount of cost in each essential oil bottle, it's pennies per dose. Now, this is a good rule of thumb. We'll talk a little bit about this and how you use them, but more is not more. Less is better. So let's say you're using something to support head tension. That one drop of peppermint is one dose. So you could see if you have a bottle of over 250 drops, you're going to have over 250 doses for whatever you're using the essential oil for. Pretty incredible. Natural solutions save you money. In over 11 years, so you saw my kids, I've got a 14-year-old, a 12-year-old, and a 9-year-old. We have spent very little time in a doctor's office. And I always give this disclaimer. My husband's in pharmaceuticals. He's not the big bad wolf, but he works in diabetes. So give him some slack. But using preventative healthcare and using essential oils every day, along with incredibly high quality supplements that doTERRA has, we have been able to stay healthy for a long time. I love it. Brianna's saying that she uses lavender touch almost daily. It's incredible. It's great for cuts, bruises, stings, bites, calming. We kind of call this lavender the Swiss Army knife. Any type of skin irritation provides a relaxing aroma. We're all really familiar with lavender, right? This is something that not want to leave home with. Very versatile oil. Okay, that's the third cool thing about essential oils. Now I want to see, I should have talked to Saki before, do some giveaways, but I would love to see you type in the chat, if you're able to, the 3 cool things about essential oils, why I tell you a little about where we source our lavender from. Okay, this photo, so type in the 3 things about oils. This is in Bulgaria. And in Bulgaria, doTERRA actually owns its own distillery called Estera. We met Esteri. I say it wrong, I think, every time. I'm like, I've learned it, and then someone will correct me. But what is so fascinating to me, or really extra cool about this distillery in Bulgaria, is they are open to other farmers to come in and to use or pay to use the facility, which is really awesome. It's available to all lavender farmers in Bulgaria, not only to the ones who farm lavender from doTERRA. Again, there you go, right on the side. This is one of our most popular used oils. The people that you meet, again, the farmers that are doing such a good job at providing the purest and the most potent product are very happy. Okay, I got to get this right here. So we have, oh, I love it. Hello. Oh, my girl, Rich is up here. You guys are so fast in the chat. Rich is saying effective, safe, affordable. Gina, work fast fingers, safe, effective, affordable. Katie, good job, everybody. I love it. Maybe we could do something at the end that we could maybe do a raffle. We'll see. Okay, I love it. Okay, you're like, okay, awesome. These are some really incredible essential oils. I'm excited that they're safe. Really cool that they're very effective. Even better that they're affordable. How do I use them? And these 3 ways are applicable to every single oil. Okay, so aromatic. This is actually my very favorite way to use essential oils. It's hard to say that. Even when I'm saying it, I'm like, is it? And I'll tell you why. It is the quickest way to have an effect on your mood. So let's say if you're my 9-year-old, maybe you wake a little grumpy. Let's say I go ahead and put a few drops of essential oils in a diffuser. I can change the mood in a room. I can change the mood in my home. I can instantly, we talked about doing that peppermint, taking a deep breath in. I can change the mood, my individual mood, like this. Okay. Now, this is something that's also really, if you go ahead, you can pinch your nose. You can see me right here between your eyes. This is actually your olfactory nerve, which is tied directly to your limbic system. And your limbic system is in charge of your emotions and memories. So I want you to think about one of your very favorite scents. I'm going to paint you a picture. Come on a journey. Maybe that's fresh cut grass. Maybe that is your mom's home cooking. Maybe that's fresh baked chocolate chip cookies. Maybe that's roti over in India. Maybe that's, it's my favorite. Maybe that's, you know, I'm thinking of a newborn baby. Some of those scents. What? I wish I could see all of your faces. I'm sure a lot of you smile because you associate there is that direct link with something wonderful, with something good, with a memory, usually with comfort is associated with that. So think about using wild orange. And if you have this, if you go ahead, take it out, put a little drop in your hand, you can see this ATI on slide. A stands for aromatic. T stands for topical, and I stands for internally. We're going to keep going through. Put a drop in your hand of that wild orange. Maybe you've got easy air, and take a deep breath in. You are instantly, I would say it makes you actually take a deep breath. Your heart rate can drop, your feelings of anxiety or overwhelm can decrease. Maybe, for example, you have a big test coming up, or a project, or a presentation, and you want to feel here and focused. These oils, along with several others, can help your mental state very, very quickly. Fun fact about the On Guard earlier, when you diffuse that On Guard or use it aromatically, it is able to eliminate up to 27 pathogens in the air. So when we talk about On Guard elimination, that is very, very powerful aromatically also. Okay. doTERRA Easy Air over here on the right. This is, you're going to be like, Nicole's most common used sentences. This is my favorite, or another one of my favorite things. But I do love, in the US and other markets, this oil blend is called Breathe. And it's a blend of eucalyptus, of ravensara, of tea tree, of peppermint. And it smells amazing. It smells just like you would imagine something to support your respiratory system would. My little guy struggles with asthma. He probably always smells like easy air. He's a walking easy air diffuser. This helps maintain his clear airways or feeling of easy breathing day and night. This is also really great for seasonal threats. This is incredible to put on the bridge of your nose. You can see you can use it aromatically or topically. Okay. So my favorite way to use them, aromatically. 1-2 punch, hits you right in the face. Number one way. Okay. Second way, actually, I'm going to tell you these fun facts about tea tree, which is in our easy air. This is sourced from Kenya and Australia. We source it there because it's traditionally used. We actually changed the name to tea tree, so it was more globally recognized, and it has been used for health purposes forever by First Nations Australians. In Kenya, the tea tree production supports rural farmers. Did you know that it's a shrub? I did not necessarily know that before learning it. I don't know what I thought tea tree, but I love this image. This is one of our harvesters in Kenya. And again, nothing is wasted in the process of producing tea tree oil. Tea tree oil is very, very cleansing. It's fantastic for skin. It's also really incredible to support an immune system. It's an incredible oil. Okay. Second way to use essential oils, topically. Now, I like to say put it where it ails you. So if you're suffering from some head tension or some muscle discomfort or pain, or maybe you're having discomfort in your stomach, you can think of all the ways where you might have an ailment. Topical use is also very, very powerful. So blue, has anybody had an experience blue? I love it. If you have, you can go ahead and type it in the chat, but this is one of our beloved essential oil blends. It is a blend of wintergreen, of peppermint, of helichrysum, which is a very powerful oil in promoting regeneration. We call it, it's an athlete's best friend. It's great for muscles and joints and circulation. We often have this, not often, we probably have deep blue with us wherever we go. I love it. Dominique is saying that deep blue is amazing. Because of the wintergreen and the peppermint, when you apply it topically, you'll feel that kind of tingling sensation. It can provide a cooling and a warming effect that is really, really powerful for did a jog this morning, and it's a great recovery. I want to share this story really quick. So Gina is saying in the chat, and thank you so much for sharing for everyone. My husband has tried many things to ease shoulder and joint pain. First time he has felt immediate relief and lasting relief. I love it. You get that quick cooling, heating, and then that deep penetrating, because we know essential oils work on a cellular level. Deep Blue, this is another testimonial from Janelle. She's saying saved her life while in Europe last year, able to walk. If you're in Europe, you know you're walking without pain, with ease, provided from Deep Blue. Good shares. I love it. Kari saying my girlie keeps it in her dance bag. Also good for growing pains at night. So good. Last but not least, Michelle saying she's been using Deep Blue for a rotary. Works super effectively because it reduces inflammation. It is incredible at promoting a healthy inflammatory response. Thank you for bringing that up. This is why we share. More minds. We what do we say? The more the better, the more the merrier. Great minds think alike. Bring in more information. Thank you so much for sharing. Another favorite tried and true oil. Now, in my opinion, this oil is the quickest acting oil. I know we talked about aromatic use and it happens quickly. You can shift your mood. But Zengest, this, I want you to think of like digest Zen, like your Zen, your digestive is being Zened. That will help you with the name. This is something that when you use it topically, you can take a drop or two and just go ahead and rub it on your abdomen. Or if you're experiencing any acid indigestion or sensation in your throat or chest area, you can apply it topically. This is almost immediate. I can't say immediate every time, but it is near close to immediate relief. This is great for all things tummy, acid indigestion, diarrhea, constipation, chronic GERD. You've got, I love to use it with small babies, diluted correctly for colic. It's such an incredibly powerful oil that is so quick acting. Right here, it's saying you can take internally at mealtime for improved digestion, relieve stomach upset, occasional nausea. This is incredible for travel as well. We were just, again, like I said, I'm traveling, so we've been on the road. My daughter was with her teammates and she was a little car sick, but I had my digest Zen, what we call it here. I had my Zengest, and another team had peppermint, so they were a-okay. Okay. I love over here on the left-hand side, it is talking about diluting with fractionated coconut oil for best results. Now, if this concept is new to you, I want you to think of it. This is how I envision it in my mind. So when you use a little bit of fractionated coconut oil, doTERRA is incredible. It's not greasy. There's no scent. It is very absorbent. It feels really nice. But if you're trying, I love this with Deep Blue, to cover a larger area, I'm rubbing my elbow here. It's really great in moving that essential oil. It also helps to enclose the essential oil and help it to get the most potent delivery system. It's also great for sensitive skin and younger humans using it. So fractionated coconut oil does not dilute the potency. It is actually a really great way to use your essential oils. Okay, I love it. Let's see. Perfect. Oh, this is really cool. Lark putting in the chat, putting Zengest on your third eye can help digesting something that you didn't want to or shouldn't have seen. Essential oils are incredible. I love the different ways that we can utilize them. Thank you for sharing that. Where is our Deep Blue blend? This is where we source it, Nepal. This is, a lot of you, I think, on this call have been on a sourcing trip to Nepal. Nepal, not Nepal, but Nepal. I don't know if Natalie's on the call, but she, I know specifically went there and tried to carry these baskets, showing us how heavy they are. And they have to source it in the Himalayan foothills. They work with doTERRA and their partners and created the sustainable, beautiful supply chain there. Hand collected by the harvesters, mostly women. You'll see this photo a lot in our co-impact sourcing because it's beautiful. One of these packs can up to 110 pounds. If you are someone that has been on trip, you can type in the chat to share with people. It's just, again, a beautiful example of our sourcing. Okay. Third and final way to use essential oils. Okay, remember, you've got aromatic, you've got topical. super simple. I always want to remind people you don't need to get overwhelmed because either and all three ways to use them are going to be beneficial to your body and your mind. Okay. Internal. This is unique and special to doTERRA. Remember, we talked about our certified pure tested grade, that CPTG. This is something that sets doTERRA apart. Oftentimes, if you run across a bottle of essential oil, it will say aromatic use only or do not take internally. And that is because the standard is unsure or unknown. But lemon and frankincense, again, shocking that they're two of my favorite oils. But just by adding a few drops of lemon to your water, to your tea each day, I learned over the years that that's one of the most beneficial things we can do for our long-term health. It has incredible detoxing benefits. It's a natural diuretic. It makes water delicious, but it provides a calming, uplifting aroma. You can cleanse the home with lemon. Again, a very versatile oil. See the three dots? You've got aromatic, topical, and internal. Frankincense. This is the king of all oils. If you have your frankincense out, go ahead, get it out. Take a deep breath in of frankincense. This is an oil that is instant grounding to me. It is comes from a resin we source. Frankincense. I'm trying to pick the words of how I could describe the beauty of frankincense to you. It is a valuable oil. This is incredible at providing a healthy inflammatory response. It's an incredible oil that can support healthy cellular function. It's incredible for your skin. I often will tell people, okay, the secret to getting the most out of your oils is consistency. And so frankincense, we usually brush our teeth twice a day. And if we're women, we like to have our skin looking nice. I'll tell people to put frankincense right by your toothbrush because you can go ahead and put 2 drops into your night skincare routine, your moisturizer, and apply it to your skin topically. You will love what it does for your skin, but it's also helping you internally because we know how essential oils work now, right? This is incredible for mood balancing. It's incredible for the other things that we talked about. It's been used for millennia in religious rituals. It's one of my very favorite oils. You can take this directly under your tongue. It's great for skin spots. I love frankincense. This is kind of a joke, but we love it such. We named our dog Frankincense. His name for short is Frank, but his full name is Frankincense. So third way to use essential oils is internally. You'll want to check. There are a few essential oils that are not recommended for internal use, deep blue being one of them. On your bottle, supple will let you know. Okay. All right. 3 ways we use essential oils. This is another, just a quick little blurb on the power of essential oils, specifically frankincense. We source it from Oman, Ethiopia, and the Horn of Africa. But this is a beautiful picture of the Sanag hospital that doTERRA has started to provide. I love the stories of the mom and infant, mom and baby unit in this area of the region where, how do I want to say this? It is very hard. What we would see as normal and easy, maybe with our childcare and our labor and delivery, was not available prior to this hospital, the rural communities that will come here. So this is something near and dear to doTERRA and to our heart. Incredible impact happening here. Okay. 3 ways to use essential oils. Hurry and type them in the chat. I will wait to see who comes through, but maybe I should just say what's my favorite way to use them. It's tricky. Aromatic, topical, and internal. I know we're going through a lot of information. I hope that you are acting like a sponge and soaking it in. I got Nikki Nisha popping in. I love it. You got it. Number 1. So good. Love to see your name. Now, doTERRA difference. Hopefully you feel like, wow, that's a lot of information. I would love to have access to all of those oils, or I use those oils every day and I love them just like you do, Nicole. doTERRA, we call it, when we're talking about doTERRA, we will say it really is different. And this is the doTERRA difference. You can see along the bottom here, it is not only our purity and our potency. The largest essential oil company in the world. That's a pretty cool like accomplishment in itself. But doTERRA is like, nah, not good enough for us. We want to continue to be the best in every aspect of what we're doing. And really what that is providing healing for the entire world. So you see down here on the left-hand side, our CPTG tested grade. You will not find this in any other way or form when you're looking for a quality of essential oils. I think a lot of people are familiar with aromatic use or aromatherapy. That's a really cool thing about oils, right? It's not new to them. But when you really have a CPTG certified essential oil, you really can see the power and the difference in what you're using your essential oils for. When we talk about medicinal use, that's different than just maybe scenting your home or scenting an environment, okay? You've heard me talk at the end of each section about our co-impact sourcing. This is beautiful. This is an incredible initiative that doTERRA has done that is unlike any other company ever. And what I love, I think I learned this, it was back when I was in India, and a woman was talking about doTERRA really doesn't have any competition because they're so far above in every way, shape, and form. And again, their impact in what they're doing on, we always call it behind the bottle and then in front of the bottle. So doTERRA also has a group of an organization called Healing Hands, where we donate and we provide relief in many different ways to people around the world. So, okay. Lots of information about oils. Would it be okay if I talk a little bit about some new products that are in your market? Please tell me yes. Okay. This is, I gotta double check. My slide, my next one. Okay, yeah. Okay. So this, hold on, there we go. This is your new daily nutrient pack. I was there at the grand opening, and it's been 6 weeks. Has it been almost 2 months? Time goes by so quickly. But this was something that was coming very soon, right after I was there. And it's here and live and beautiful in all its glory. Why am I so excited about a daily nutrient pack? I think when you experience the benefits of anything, and they're so vast and they're so apparent, there's such a contrast from before you started something to after you started taking something, you can't be quiet about it. And so I could tell you story on story that have come from this daily nutrient pack, from these incredible supplements. I'm going to go, this is our Microplex VMZ and our XC Omega. Let me give you a better slide that gives you a little bit more information. So these two bottles are going to be taken together. The Microplex VMZ, I always say, this is kind of your A to Z's. This is, I hate to call it a multivitamin because it's so much more than a multivitamin, primarily because of its absorption. When you take a supplement or maybe something over the counter, maybe a prescription level, oftentimes the way that it's synthesized, your body is not recognizing that. So when you bring it into your system, your body's kind of like, I don't really recognize this, and I'm going to just eliminate it. I'm going to get rid of it. So this Microplex VMZ, this provides 22 essential vitamins and minerals to support your normal cell growth, function, and maintenance. Check. It fights free radicals with antioxidants, A, C, E. Another incredible thing that we will be talking more and more about is your metabolic health. This is something that supports that. Your bone health, you've got calcium, you've got magnesium, zinc, vitamin D. When we talked about a lot of living our best life is having a healthy immune system, which is found a lot of it in our gut health. This is incredible for that. It also supports healthy digestion. This is you think of people over the years. I think of my husband and my dad primarily that were dealing with a lot of inflammatory issues. And this has completely changed their life. Okay, so this is my perplexed VMZ. Let me get you to the next. XC omegas. Okay, we talked a lot about the power of essential oils. I talked a lot about frankincense. One of the things about these is that you have essential oils in here. You have frankincense, you've got Roman chamomile, you've got thyme, you've got cumin, you've got peppermint, you've got caraway seed. You have such a beautiful variety that you're going to be taking internally as well. But just like regular omegas, these are, I don't even want to call it regular. These are incredible omegas that provide heart and circulatory health. This is great for healthy joint function and comfort. A lot of people are familiar with the omegas and their benefits. Great for your eyes and your nervous system, healthy skin, circulation, heart health. Let's see, you've got antioxidants as well, systematic and circulatory benefits. I love that. I notice as I am aging that my circulatory system can always use some support. So this is really helpful for that. Natural sources of vitamin D and E. It's just such an incredible of the two being. Now, I feel so confident about these supplements, and Andrew mentioned that I get very excited about them because of personal use. And I think everybody needs a foundation. If we go back to that maybe it was our third slide, talking about our wellness pyramid, you have to have strong building blocks to get started. So start with your daily nutrient, fill in the cracks with essential oils. I feel so confident. I tell people the only thing you have to lose is feeling better. Okay. So, okay, we're going to open up the Q&A, so I'll talk about more questions there. But you all have some new oils to the market. I got kind of permission. I was like, Lasan, can I talk about this? Remind me what we have, what we don't have. And I've got the green light, I believe. I wanted to double check, but juniper berry and lime, I know came out earlier in the month, but if you haven't had the chance to experience lime yet, add this to your cart. Get this in your hands. It is so uplifting. It's so regenerative. I want to say restorative and regenerative. It's very cleansing. It smells divine. You're able to use it all three ways. You can take this aromatically or internally. You can use it to cleanse the air, to internally. You can also add this to your water. Similar uses as lemon, even though it's a different, obviously chemical makeup. Again, I love to use aromatically. So here's some fun diffuser blends over on the right hand side. Has anyone had the chance to get lime yet? If you have, go ahead and put it in the chat. Tell me what you think of it. It pairs really well with any other mint oils, citrus oils. It is very, very invigorating. It's something that it's a happy oil. It's like wild orange. It's a very, very happy to me. Okay, juniper berry. This is incredible. Relaxation superhero. It smells beautiful. It's very, very different. It provides peace and tranquility if you're looking to support a urinary tract or healthy kidney function. This is also really incredible for that. You can take it in a capsule. I love that it says juniper berry is nature's chill pill here. You can use it all three ways. So this is another incredible oil that is now live in your market. Next two, these are coming today. I think they're coming today, Wasad said. So geranium is an oil that is incredibly powerful. Whenever I think of geranium, I think of hormones. I think of hormone balancing. I think of support for imbalanced hormones. It's also really great for skin. You can add a drop to your moisturizer. We talked about that with frankincense, but for a smoothing effect. It's great for scalp health. You could add it to a little bit of your shampoo along with tea tree. Incredible for that. Calming, you're able to take this internally as well. If you want to take a snapshot of those diffuser blends. So when you get geranium, you'll have them and be ready to go. It's also been shown that it can support urinary tract, immune function, and blood pressure and blood sugar levels that are already in a normal range. Super exciting to have this one. And then last but not least, Immortelle. This is, I know I mentioned there being the Swiss Army knife, but Immortelle is, maybe I want to say, your first aid kit go-to. You can keep this oil there for, what do I want to say, everything. You look at the oils that are in this blend over on the right-hand side: sandalwood, helichrysum, lavender, frankincense, rose is our queen of all oils, and myrrh. Very healing, very incredible regenerative oils. It is called our anti-aging blend. You can go ahead and put this around your eyes. You can put it all over your skin. Again, because the oils that are in it, we often will use it for, it's incredible to prevent scarring, reduce the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. People will joke and say, like, you can pry it out in like cold dead hands holding color, because it is so loved in the essential oil community. I love it. Nikki saying Immortelle is divinity in a bottle. I love, love, love. Yeah. I love it, Lord. This is a home run. This is a home run, Immortelle. Okay. Just so I'm going to go through this a little bit quickly for our time. If you're new to doTERRA, some of the benefits in getting started are incredible. If you don't have a membership yet, when you purchase or when you get started with doTERRA, you get 25% off retail prices. There's free shipping for orders over AED 500. I want to show you one other quick here. There's two incredible kits that I love what doTERRA has done. They package some bundles that they think you would use most and that would address most of your healthcare concerns. So I always recommend people get started with a bundle. You can see here, this one has almost all of the oils that we talked about and a diffuser as well, somewhere to get started. And I want to make sure that I talk about this really quickly. The loyalty rewards program with doTERRA. This is the most generous rewards program I've seen in any facility, in any retail system, in any organization, in any company. It is something that when you decide to get started and you're purchasing regularly, you can get rewarded 10% all the way to 30% points toward free products. It is such a generous program. Like I said, it is the most intelligent way to purchase your essential oils and your incredible supplements with doTERRA. You can adjust, you can edit, you can change. It is a no-brainer. Special perks come with being a part of that program. And then last but not least, generally we see three types of people that come to doTERRA. First person that we generally see as a customer that's just looking to purchase their products at 25%. They're looking to have the purest, the most potent essential oils on planet Earth. They are excited to try the supplements that doTERRA has. They trust the certified pure tested grade. They want to partner with a company that is full of integrity and heart. Okay. Second type of person that we usually see in doTERRA is a sharer. This is somebody that loves the product so much, and maybe you're a little like me, that when you love something, you just naturally talk about it. Maybe you'd love to find a way to get that product paid for that you love so much. You're like, okay, I love this. How can I share this with other people, which also will help me to pay for my product? And then the third type of person is a builder. Now, you might have been listening to this webinar and been thinking, like, that's so cool what she does. I would love to do that as well. I would love to empower people. I would love to teach people about essential oils, and also earn an income, whether that's part-time, whether that's full-time. I like to tell people in doTERRA, you're your own boss. You get to pick. We talk about freedom in so many ways because that is what is provided with doTERRA. So if you see yourself in that second or third part of doTERRA, talk to the person that invited you to this webinar. I promise you, they have only the best intentions for you. They want to improve your health. They want to help you improve your wealth. And I wanted to make sure that you knew about the next class that's coming. I know we're going to be doing another webinar style, and that is July 15th. I know Wasan and Saki, they'll get out all the information that you need to know for that class, but I want to make sure that you have the next time that you're going to invest in you, and that's July 15th. So with that being said, I will go ahead and close. I know I do a Q&A, and thank you for being here, for being best students, for letting me, for what do I want to say, for allowing me to elaborate on something that is so near and dear to my heart, that's a part of my life. Every single day, it's just a privilege to have been able to share, and I hope you will remember the three cool things about essential oils, the 3 ways to use them. I hope you felt something when you learn more about our farmers. I hope you can understand and get a little bit of insight into the doTERRA difference. And I hope you'll join us. We'll talk more about how you can get started if you're new and become a part of the movement, especially new in your region. So thank you so much for your time. Let's go ahead. I think maybe, Andrew, we're going to open it up. Oh, thanks everybody in the chat. You're so sweet. We could talk for hours. You're like, maybe I want to go to bed, but you could tell I'd be happy to stay. Oh, thank you, everybody. Thank you so much. Get your oils out. I'm excited. Oh, there's Nat, Mama Janelle. I love it. So good, Anna, Richa. Keep leading on, lady. So great to see everybody. Let's see. Oh, I love it. Michelle's asking me what is my favorite oil from the core 10. Oh, I always tell people that's like asking, who's my favorite child? Changes on the day. I really, it's hard because I use so many mints and citrus. But if I had to pick a top from the top 10 because of what it does and its versatility, I might say frankincense. Miriam got it. She guessed it. I mean, like I said, we have a dog named Frank, so maybe I'll say he's my favorite child today. Frankincense for sure. I will go with that answer. That's a great question. Let's see. I love it. I love it. You guys are so great. Okay, so Sister Tessa's saying, weird question. Does this help stop addiction for coffee or alcohol? That's a really great question. So we talk a lot about simple swaps. We talk about swapping this for that. And 2 really powerful oils specifically, if someone's trying to break an addiction or support healthy habits, you might say. Frankincense is really powerful. Cinnamon is very powerful. There's an oil called black pepper that is also very powerful. But what we find, or what I would suggest, is working on those swaps. So for example, coffee. A lot of times people will take coffee or drink a lot of coffee because we love that energy, instant energy, right? The caffeine hit. It would be something like, okay, I've got my daily supplement pack. I joke all the time, I run on Lifelong Vitality, which is the supplement pack, and oils. So you've got that to maybe swap out that will increase your overall energy. And then maybe I'm feeling that cool and I'm swapping an essential oil. Maybe it's peppermint, swapping this for this. So it's not a weird question at all when you're talking about lifestyle changes. Rich is also saying MetaPower helps as well. It's great for your metabolic system. Motivate is very good for jet lag. It's an invigorating blend. So good. So I think that's a great question. Not weird at all. Little swaps here and there. Let's see. Anybody else? Did we lose Andrew? Andrew, did you fall asleep? Just kidding.
Okay. Oh,
No,
I'm
I'm on still.
I'm teasing him. There he is.
Thank you so much, Nicole, for today, and thank you everyone for joining us. If you guys have any more questions for Nicole before we're off, you can write it down on the chat now, or you can turn on your voice.
I love it. I love it. I always have to tease him a little. Okay, this is another good question too. After the core 10, which oils do you think are must-haves for the first LRP? Ooh, shit. Okay, now this is what's really fun too, as we go back to that foundational wellness pyramid. I would say, what are we working on? Right? Kind of, I feel like it's my job. I'm like, okay, when people say like, oh man, I just can't sleep at night, I always want to say, okay, first, why not? Is it your mind that's racing? Is it your hormones out of whack? What's preventing you from sleeping? And serenity would for sure be on that list. I love Judy saying copaiba, which is an incredible nervous system supporting oil, something for sleep. And so if I was sitting down with you, Michelle, I'd say, oh, what are we working on for our health goals? And then you would say, okay, well, a lot of people are like everything. I would love something to support this. I would love something to support this. So you might break it down and say, okay, I'm working on my nutrition and metabolism. I'm working on digestion, and I'm working on movement and metabolism. MetaPower, Serenity, Copaiba is free this month with a kit as well. I love it, Michelle. Good girl. Katie's saying, are there kid versions of oils, i.e. packaged but diluted for kids to use? Okay, Katie, my sister's name is Katie. I'm going to, oops, sorry. One sec, let me turn this off so it's not distracting. I will tell you, it's not there yet, and I don't know when the kids kit. We have some really incredible kid version oils. But what I have learned about different markets is if we got something in the US, generally speaking, it will be coming to your market eventually. So I know I don't have a date or a time on that, but in the meantime, you're able, and it's like good rule of thumb, to dilute for your kids, but right now we don't have any of those rollers ready. So I would say you kind of get to mix and match and become your own chemist. Or another thing too, because I'm kind of like I love convenience. So I'd be like, you just make this for me and can I buy it? Which I think might be something that you would enjoy as well. But the power of touch when you're applying to anyone that you're working with, whether it's your kids, whether it's someone in a class, whether it's someone around. Oh, I love it. It's coming, Katie. My kids love their oils. It's this exchange between, server and person being served that's really, really beautiful. So just be patient. I love that they love them. I think one of the things that's so fun about kids is they know what they like, and so they go and grab which oil they like, and they're not deterred by anything else. They're not trying to, practical away why they feel better. They're like, oh, well, my owie feels better. Give me some more lavender oil, or balance, or I want serenity for sleep. I keep thinking of that other question of the LRP, what would I pick first? Metabolism, sleep, anxiety, something for that. Copaiba, I love it. I'm just keep the questions coming. Anybody else? I am so impressed that this, especially the UAE market, it feels like you're getting new oils very regularly. So that's exciting. They'll be coming soon. You don't, my number one recommendation today would be get started on that nutrient pack. If you haven't already, get ready to feel better. Okay, making sure I'm not missing any. Immortelle too, add that. Loving all the new products. That makes me so happy. And then another thing I always encourage people to do when you get something new, try to incorporate it into your life every day that first week. Then you don't, it's just like habit stacking. It's building a habit. It's like, oh, I got this lime, or I added the Immortelle. Then you're going to try to use it multiple times every day for that first week. And then it's suddenly sneaked into your protocols. Okay, cool. Love it. Okay.
All right. Thank you, Nicole. Andrew's asked me to close.
Hey, Chris.
So, hey, how's it going? Thank you so much for
Hey,
the presentation. It looks like we have one more question.
go blue.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, perfect. Go blue.
Oh yeah, go blue. So Nisha says, when
Oh,
are you
Nick's
coming to India or
asking me.
UAE? Yeah.
She's the best. I know. I got to talk to Jared, right? I've got to talk to my family. Nikki is one of our Indian leaders who is the best. We talk about energy and everyone was being so sweet at the beginning of the call. She is right there, magnetic. I can't commit.
I
She's
love
always
it.
trying to get me to commit. I love it. As soon as I can.
That's great. Well, for now, we'll stick with the webinars,
Thanks,
but we
Chris.
look forward to seeing you in India and the UAE. And again, just a reminder to everyone, the Geranium and Immortelle are launching at midnight. So get excited for those products. Look out for those. And we'll see you on our next call, the market call in early July, and then our next webinar. So thank you again, Nicole, and everyone,
Thanks.
take care.